Hey marketing students, we're getting close to the starting gun here with the class starting on Monday, January 5th. A couple of updates for you as you're getting ready to proceed with the course. First off, the Connect code. I've been exchanging emails and voicemails with the publisher. I don't have good news for you guys. It looks like the Connect code is indeed 80 bucks, not 60 bucks. So it is what it is. I've fought the fight with the publisher and they're not offering any discounts. I think they're getting wise to the fact that I'm pushing students to use versions of the textbook to try to save you guys some money. And I'm probably not the only one doing it. So what you can do on the Connect code, you have two options. You can buy it, which is what I really recommend you do. It's 80 bucks. You can use a trial code, but that's only good for 2 weeks. And you'd have to cram all the work into 2 weeks. Yeah, this is already so tight, I don't really recommend doing that. So find a way to get the 80 bucks, buy the code, and we got to deal with it that way. That's item number one. Item number two, the book. Make sure if you haven't, you have ordered the book at this point. You really need to have that book in hand by Wednesday, January 7th, or you're going to be digging yourself a really big hole. There's a lot of material that starts getting due the first week. There's a quiz the first week, which is book related. There's Learn Smarts, which are book related. There's a video assignment, which is book related. So you need that book in hand when we start. No later than the 7th should you have the book. If you're having any questions about the book, the type of book that you need to get, and the editions that you can use from the McGraw-Hill Essentials of Marketing, Author Parole, those are in the syllabus, and the ISBNs, which is the code so you can source different editions, is listed in there. That's what you need to get. Those are the only things you need to get. Don't buy any other publisher's version of textbook. Okay. Number three, my Google voicemail. If something is really urgent and you can't get your question answered after reading the syllabus and the weekly assignments, if you're having some crazy technical issue, my first suggestion is that you call McGraw-Hill Connect if it's a Connect assignment. So that's the best thing to do. But your backup after you've tried Connect is to call my voicemail directly. So let me give you those two numbers. You want to write these down. First off, Connect. That's the McGraw-Hill support line. If you're having issues with Connect, it's not displaying properly, maybe you're on a weird version of a tablet or something and it's not displaying correctly, I can't solve all of those different technical issues for you. There's just so many different platforms out there. I strongly encourage you to use Firefox. Obviously, if you're on a Mac, you're going to use Safari, but otherwise use Firefox. That seems to be pretty bug-free. Google Chrome is your second. I would avoid Internet Explorer for running the Blackboard, and then, of course, also the Connect material. But here's the Connect phone number. You can call them. It's free. They provide free tech support, part of what you get for your 80 bucks for the Connect code. That number is 1-800-331-5094. So that's McGraw-Hill. That's their support line if you're having tech issues with the Connect content. If that doesn't solve your problem, then call me on my Google voicemail. So that links directly to my phone and I'll get a text message. So speak slowly when you leave the message and it'll transcribe that message. If you talk really fast and if you have an accent, I'm going to get these really interesting text messages from students with these garbled messages. So try to speak slowly and don't make the message too long, please. Just tell me your name, what your issue is, make it succinct, and you can leave me a callback number and I'll probably just text you back. My Google voicemail, which is also in the syllabus, is 619-348-5586. That's 619-348-5586. So that's your second source of support for the class. And then your third source of support, if you want to chat with me live, we can do a Google Hangout. So those are pretty easy for me to set up. I can't do the whole class. I can do, I think Google Hangout does up to, what is it, 6 or 8 people at a time. So if you want to talk with me live, and sometimes a live conversation can just remove a lot of obstacles that we can't solve with texting and emailing back and forth. So I have no problem doing that. We just kind of have to schedule it. And I like to batch the students together because I can only do up to, I think, 6, maybe it's 8 on Google Hangouts at a time. Send me your email saying I want to talk to you live about some, whatever the issues are. If it's personal, then I'll just Google Hangout with you independently, and we can do that. Okay. So that's pretty easy. You would just send me an email requesting that we have a Google Hangout. All right. So make sure you hit the ground running on the 5th. You don't want to delay. And I'm expecting to be able to read all of your student introductions, which is part of the Discussion Board 1 assignment, by Wednesday, January 7th. And if you don't do your Discussion Board 1 by Wednesday, January 7th, you're at the risk of being dropped, because I'll assume you're not active in the course, and I don't want to have to give you an F at the end of the semester if you're not active. Okay? All righty. That's it. Email me if you have questions. Thank you.